Hey, back with another movement hack, a little tip to get you more movement into your day during your daily routine. I'm a big fan of trying to just get moving more than we're currently moving, like assessing your lifestyle and seeing just how you could move more. These are just ways and things that you're currently doing that would take little to no extra time for you to get some extra movement in. So that being said, today I'm thinking about hands and the movements of your fingers and your wrists. As I've said before, all movement in your body is important. There's no one part of the body moving that's more important than the other. All of your joints, all of the movable parts, even the subtle, slight little movements, play an important role of the bigger picture of your body moving as a harmonious system. So we spend a lot of time with our hands like this, right? So we sit and typety-type, and we drive, and we text, and we hold our iPads, and we just do everything here with these little claws. And so I've personally found benefit from like unclawing my hands throughout the day as much as possible. Of course, I'm a movement instructor, so I spend a lot of time on my hands and going through different ranges of motion, but I've even noticed that the more I type, the more I text, the more I do all of these things, it does affect even the time that I do spend on my hands. So I'm trying to undo that as much as possible. So one of the things I'll do is simply when I'm driving, and I spend a lot of time driving from job to job, so try to maximize whatever joint movement I can get in there. And you do this too. I know you do. Everybody drives. So when I'm sitting at a stoplight, I simply peel my hands off of the steering wheel, and I don't just sit there with them still clawed. I peel my hands off of the steering wheel, open up, spread out my fingers, and then I pull the top of the hands back towards the forearm. So you can even see like the muscles in here, they have to work more to pull the top of the hand back towards the forearm. So I'll just sit there and pull them back, and I'll maybe kind of go forward and back and just get some nice like articulation there. And I'm trying to pull like all the fingers, everything that can pull back to pull back, right? Another thing I'm doing, I'll add in, just throw in throughout my day, is if I've been typing or something for a while, I'll get up, take a break, or just mix this in wherever, stand up, whatever table or surface you're working on, and I'll first put my fingers on the table, like all the fingertips on the table, and try to stretch through the undersides of the knuckles first. So I'm not pushing my wrists forward first. I'm really kind of trying to stretch the fingers back towards the wrist. And then I'll move into trying to bring the hands down towards the table, and I kind of move into that, and I'm getting as much of this like kind of flexion in the wrist there as possible, flexing the back of the hand towards the forearm again. And you don't have to go all the way. I work on this quite a bit, so it may just be, you may be here to start, and that's fine because that's more than you're currently doing if you never unclutch your hands. So just kind of working into that. And you can kind of move in and out of it, and or pause there and hold it. Then progressing on from that, bring you down to the floor with me, is to get on your hands and knees. So then you're going to bear some load on your hands. So I'm putting my hands underneath the shoulders, wrists underneath the shoulders, and then turn the hand backwards. Now, if you are new at this, so a lot of times what I see sorry. A lot of times when I okay. is the finger's not even able to turn in that direction completely. So a couple of options you have here. One is to just turn back as far as you can. Another option is to turn the fingers all the way back, but move the wrist back more so that it's a little behind the shoulder. All right. Then once you have that, you're just holding the position. And then I start shifting back and forth. So I'll rock back and forward. And as you go back, that's putting a little extra load and stretch on that forearm and in the wrist there. And then turning it forward, turn the other one around, and continue. So I'm strong and straight through the arms, hinging forward and back. Okay? Then you can turn the fingers out to the sides and then shift from side to side. So we're actually in this sneaking in a little bit of hip movement because I'm taking my pelvis back and forth over the hip sockets. It's the same thing as it was rocking back and forth. We're getting a little hip motion in there. So that is your little movement hack for today. See you next time.